Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Good evening. You're watching Oman News. First, the headlines. The Minister of Commerce and Industry stresses the Council of Ministers will discuss the system of cooperative association and reveals that laws of consumer protection, monopoly prevention and commercial agencies will soon be issued. Road transport agreements worth more than 327 million Omani riyals are signed, and the Minister of Transport and Communications stresses that implementing companies should commit to dates of completion. And the Ministry of Transport and Communications is studying the economic and social feasibility of the project of the bridge connecting Masira Islands to the mainland. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cable of thanks from His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi of Egypt in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on his election as President of the Republic. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President James Alex Michael of Seychelles on his country's National Day. His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masoud Al-Sinaidi, Minister of Commerce and Industry, stressed that the decision of lifting the ban on raising the prices of some goods by the Public Authority of Consumer Protection came according to the Sultan's commitments to mechanisms of the free market economy based on supply and demand. He pointed out that non-intervention in this side is due to commitment to provisions of joining World Trade Organization WTO. He added that the market is on the verge of wide changes in many aspects that allow more trade, freedom and expanding competitions, and finding alternatives for more variety in goods and products and provide trade agents more than one product. The Minister also indicated that there are three amendments in the Commercial Agencies Law, one of which is the 10th article concerning allowing plurality of agents for more variety in service. He further announced that there will be other laws to be issued soon, mainly the law of competition and prevention of monopoly, consumer protection law, in addition to amending the law of commercial agencies to monitor the market, and that the system of cooperative associations shall be discussed in the Council of Ministers. His Excellency the Minister of Commerce and Industry said that in any situation, the traders will be under the supervision of Public Authority for Consumer Protection, will directly send a report to the Council of Ministers and request to add more items on the list or remove some from it because of the price stability. He further added that any increase in prices without proper reasons could be monitored and compared to its prevailing prices with other countries. The Ministry of Transport and Communications signed 31 agreements on land transport worth a total amount of more than 327.82 million Omani riyals. More details in the following report by Sayyida Nayab.
From the signing of these agreements, the government seeks to accelerate the pace of infrastructure development because of its effective role in serving the national economy. One of the most important agreement was the project of Bidbid-Sur dual carriageway phase 2 with the length of 76 kilometers.
I think the signed agreement today are really a great additional contribution to an important sector in the country, which is the road sector. Projects worth more than 300 million Riyal Omani, a strong indication that the government is really having this sector at its priority. We think it is very important to ease the transport and transfer of people, and also the government is a strong believer that such infrastructure projects are very important to improve the economy, to facilitate and ease the improvement of other sectors like tourism, like also trade and industry and so on.
The ministry also signed the agreement to construct the Batna Expressway project between the Halban joint with the length of 8 kilometers. On the sideline of the signing ceremony, His Excellency Engineer Salim bin Mohammed Al-Naimi, Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Transport and Communications for Transport, said that the ministry has already announced about the project of a bridge which connects Masura Island to the mainland, adding that the ministry is studying the economic and social feasibility of this project. The ministry is coordinating with the tender board to award the project to a consultancy company or a house of expertise to conduct the study. The Ministry of Transportation and Communication is taking a step ahead in providing Muscat with the best infrastructure possible. Saida Nayab, Muscat.
In its fifth edition and in cooperation with Sultan Qaboos University Academic Program for Expert Teachers, was launched under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Saeed bin Hamad Al-Rubai, Secretary General of the Education Council. More details with Saif bin Khalfan Al-Kindi.
During the opening ceremony of the academic program, Dr. Ali Ashoeli, the supervisor of the academic program and head of curriculum and teaching methodologies in Sultan Qaboos University, addressed the speech saying that Sultan Qaboos University welcomes the new candidates of this program, which is the fifth program with more than 530 participants representing 15 educational streams.
We do have a lot of training programs within the ministry, but what's different about this is that we're drawing on the expertise of faculty members here at Sultan Qaboos University to enhance teachers' language awareness. In other words, to increase their understanding of English language. And in terms of materials, we are drawing upon materials developed by the English Language Centre and by the Faculty of Arts and also by the Education Faculty.
Then Dr. Badr bin Hamoud Al-Kharousi, DG of Human Resources Development, stressed the importance of this academic program. In his speech, he pointed out that the focus is mainly on qualitative and quantitative aspects with dealing with training for educational purposes.
I think it's stimulating and rewarding for them. It's different because it's refresh their knowledge and bringing back to the university seats.
Thanks for the Ministry of Education and Sultan Qaboos University to join me inside this academic program. I like everything inside this program because I am a senior teacher. I can help the teachers when I study this program, and it is benefit for me and for my teachers in future, inshallah.
Dr. Al-Kharousi pointed out that 530 trainees are mainly teachers, senior teachers and specialists. The total number in all cohorts is 2,800 participants. Well, the fifth academic program aims at providing teachers with knowledge and facilitate their abilities with equipped materials to be good teachers and to practice what they have learned in their classrooms. Saif Al-Kindi for English News, Sultan Qaboos University, Muscat.
Still to come in our news bulletin, different scientific and sports activities started in a number of summer centers in the governorate of Al-Wusla.
تجوال عمان للخيول 2014 الخميس بعد أخبار 10 مساء، ويعاد الجمعة بعد أخبار 2 ظهرا.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The 5th Ibadi Thought Conference kicked off today at Cambridge University in the presence of senior researchers and Orientalists who were interested in aspects of Islamic history and most prominent studies of Islamic personalities that helped binding Muslims. The conference discusses the creation of Ibadi societies at the end of the 2nd century and Ibadi historical resources as well as foreign scientific contributions in the restructure of Ibadi history during the period extending from the 1st till the 3rd Islamic century. Muscat International Airport witnessed a significant growth in the year-to-date aircraft movements and passenger numbers by the end of April 2014. The number of passengers reached nearly 3 million by the end of April 2014, compared with around 2.74 million passengers during the same period in 2013, representing an annual increase of 8.1%. According to the National Center for Statistics and Information, the total number of international flights in Muscat International Airport by the end of April 2013 reached 23,922 compared to 23,312 flights during the same period in 2013, reflecting an annual increase of 2.6%. The number of international flights at Salalah Airport totaled 1,086 by the end of April 2014 compared to the same period in 2013, which registered a total of 412 flights. The meeting, which was chaired by His Excellency Sayyid Khalifa bin Al-Midras Al-Busaidi, Governor al-Musandam, aimed to expand discussion and view suggestions of the citizens in what is related with comprehensive strategy of economic development. The final results of inception of the comprehensive strategy of economic development for Governorate of Musandam 2040, viewed by a number of officials, private sector institutions and civil society in the Governorate. The organizers of the project clarified through presented visual show the details of the types of the projects and its suggested sites to implement them at all wilayas of the Governorate. The strategy covered economy, social, environment and population aspects to develop various sites of the Governorate through projects distributed in the wilayas of the Governorate according to the need and nature of each wilaya. Colleges of Applied Sciences organized graduation projects competition for IT students, aimed to encourage them to highlight their innovations through innovative projects serving the community. It also aimed to gather the graduation projects which were done by students, in addition to achieve the joint supervision between industrial and academic sector to evaluate the participated projects and suggest the winning projects. The ceremony, which was held to honor the winners, also included honoring logos design competition for IT program. Different scientific and sports activities started in a number of summer centers in the Governorate of Al-Wusta. The activities aim to get benefits of the students' time and improve their talents, innovations, personal developments, in addition to provide them with knowledge aspects. And now for the general weather forecast. Clear to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas of the Governorate of Dhofar. Rest of the Sultan will have clear skies. Winds will be southerly to southwesterly moderate along the southeastern coast, while it will be northwesterly light to moderate along the rest of the Sultanate. Seas along the coastal area overlooking the Arabian Sea will be rough with a maximum wave height of 3.5 meters, and the rest of the Sultanate's coast it will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Minister of Commerce and Industry stresses that the Council of Ministers will discuss the system of cooperative associations and reveals that laws of consumer protection, monopoly prevention and commercial agencies will soon be issued. Road transport agreements worth more than 327 million Omani riyals are signed, and the Minister of Transport and Communications stresses that implementing companies should commit to dates of completion. And the Ministry of Transport and Communications is studying the economic and social feasibility of the project of bridge connecting Masira Island to the mainland. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom and the studios, good night.